Grace from Weddingserv. Come with me as we share the stories that make our vendors truly special, only on Weddingserv Vendor Spotlight. We have joining us today Yuko and Jonathan from SOVOS Perfumery. Welcome, Yuko and Jonathan.
Hi, hello. I'm Jonathan, currently in Hong Kong. I'm the co-founder of SOVOS.
And Yuko?
Hi, I'm Yuko. I'm also from Hong Kong. I'm the Singapore representative of SOVOS. I'm staying in Singapore here to support Singapore side.
Excellent. Now, it seems like you have a very unique offering for weddings. Tell us about what you do.
Yeah, sure. Well, we are bringing something unique to the wedding experience by introducing our perfume bar service. So traditionally, the wedding favors are always given either at the table or at the reception table. Well, now what we do is we bring the wedding favors into an experience in itself. What you see behind me is the typical perfume bar that we set up for our couples. So how does it work? Is that we first come up with a unique perfume brand that is customized for our couples that reflects their love story. Then we have what we call is a touch-up scents, such as bergamot, curry sage, which each guest can choose to add to the brand that it becomes their unique wedding favorite, a perfume that they can bring back home and keep for a long time, creating a memorable piece for many years to go. This is a good way to bring a unique and creative experience that can both impress the guest as well as craft memorable love story for our couples.
That's a fascinating thing that I hear about, or the first time actually that I've heard that perfumery can be used for entertaining guests and you can do custom perfume. So what motivated you to go into this line and how long have you been doing this?
Oh, so it's actually been 11 years already. So it all started off from my own wedding. So my wife is actually the founder, and I'm kind of like helping out at first. But now, of course, I'm doing very focused on the wedding business. So at the time at our own wedding, that it was actually one of the hardest decision to think of what gift to give to the guests. Because for the wedding gown, the decoration, we can just think of a style that we like ourselves, and then that's it, right? But when it comes to gifts, it's about like gifting to the guests who are coming. We want to welcome them properly. So at the time, it was quite difficult because we know that we want to do something about scent because that's our business. But at the time, we gifted out some lip balms and roll-on. But it's only 1 year after our wedding, we came to realize, why not we create something that the guests can participate as well, so that we can when people engage and we get a chance to tell them about the story, and then it's more interactive and fun. And also we came to realize we get asked the same question a lot at our wedding, which is, how did you guys met? Because we got relatives from my side, my parents, and also relatives from my wife's side. Many of them don't really know like what's going on with this guy, like how did these two person came together. So we came to realize it's a very good chance at a wedding reception if we have a bar and then we can interact with people. It's a better way to tell the story, basically.
Okay. Are you able to serve everyone though, especially for, like in a wedding, there's actually like, at least about 100 to, 500 kind of guests. So are you able to cater to, a wedding of that size?
Oh yeah, that's one of the biggest question people always ask us the first thing. So we actually, it's quite a unique way how we design the flow of the experience, so that it's kind of a rule of thumb that we don't want a line in the perfume bar. So we just want people to flow into our perfume bar and then they can enjoy it. And we are able to cater to enough people. So say, for example, like 200 or 300 guest capacity, we can do that as well. But of course, we can expand the bar. But basically, how we are able to serve so many people is by way of not separating people. Basically, what I mean is that so people always come in groups. Like they kind of know like one or two friends or relatives, and then they come in. When they come in groups, it's better to play together, just like a workshop you play with your friend. So if we do one by one, it's going to take forever. But when we do it together in groups, and we have perfume butlers to serve them in groups, and they interact with each other. And then the funny thing is that sometimes the guests, some guests, they need a bit more time to think, and some guests they are very quick and direct with what they like. So we kind of it's all designed in our workflow to make it very naturally and to be able to serve many guests at the same time. So definitely not a problem to serve hundreds of people.
Okay.
And we are also very flexible actually. Some guests, like maybe they're in a hurry, they're talking to someone else, and then we can be more flexible. And some guests are very interested in the story, they want to know more, and then we explain more as well.
Okay. I understand that you've been established in Hong Kong for 10 years, and you serve a lot of luxury brands, and also celebrity couples. So tell me, why would they want to engage your services?
Well, I would say most of the either it's for wedding or many of the luxury brands, especially for like jewelry and watches. We do a lot of these kind of brands like AP, IWC, like Cartier, Van Cleef, these kind of very high-end luxury brands. So all these brands, and it's about like storytelling, the craftsmanship, because there's a lot of work behind a luxury product. So it's always about storytelling, what's behind the scene. So that's how we come to realize as well in weddings, the guests, and that's actually what people want to hear about. They're not here for the meal, they are here to hear about your story. So that's how we realize storytelling is really important when it comes to brands and products. So that's how we constantly get engaged with many brands that want to deliver an experience. Because when an experience only with the storyline, it's not enough. Sometimes with people interacting with engaging with I would say our display. That's how we design our setup. We don't want people to be hands off. We want people to participate. And smelling is a really good way where people can, without like getting too messy, they can just use their nose. We can, and also it's a expression of lifestyle. It's a very elegant and very emotional medium to communicate, basically.
And what have been the experience and the response so far from the guests?
I would say it's a surprise. A lot of the time it's quite surprising because perfume bar, after all, it's quite it's not a very direct concept like perfume bar. When you hear about it, like, what is it? How does it work? Is it able to really functionally serve people? So it's quite a surprise, I would say. And also that's how we design the experience, where we tell them about the different aroma, they can try it, but there's a chemistry where you can combine like 1+1 aroma together. So each person gets a different end product, the final product. Results are different. So people can interact and talk about it. So it's kind of like writing on people's behavior of socializing and like sometimes, at events, you haven't talked to the person for too long. And sometimes it's kind of like an ice breaking. And
Right.
Sometimes at weddings, it's quite interesting where, especially for certain groups of people, we find that they're so excited and then they keep spreading the word to the other guests. So we don't actually need to do it ourselves. So
Right.
they are just, after they do the gifts, so we just organically just spread out.
Okay, so basically it's a very good conversational starter, especially for wedding guests that kind of feel awkward. They don't know a lot of people, and they can make friends instantly, by doing the same experience. And also it's an element of surprise with the human interaction, and it's not something that they encounter every single day. I think it's also good for IG, promotion, where they
Yes,
can post, nice pictures on their own IG. So it's a fantastic building tool to connect all the different wedding guests together. What about comments like, oh, it's mainly for females, or is it suitable for grandparents, things like that?
Yeah, that's a very common concern that people tend to have as well. This is how we explain it. Similar to what I just mentioned just then, is that we got an organic way of like spreading the word. So at first, to be honest, like men are more reluctant to approach us at the first.
Right.
But that's that's after the first 10 minutes.
Okay.
Right? Men are very like, they try to observe, they try to look around, oh, what's happening? Do people, because it's not naturally what they when they go shopping, they might not go into a perfume shop as much as
Sure.
ladies.
Sure.
That's just organic. But the thing funny is that when you go to a social event, like people are looking for fun stuff, things to play with and talk about.
Right.
So that's when after the 10 minutes they came to realize, oh, people are getting something there. What's it? Is it about? And then after they're the people who men tend to have a bigger surprise. I would say, because after then they go, oh, that's interesting how it works.
Right. It works for men too.
Yes. And for elderlies, it's funny that I would say that the relatives, aunties, are the group who can serve the elderlies the most, because after all, the younger generation, they know their way.
Yeah.
But for the elderlies, they need the relatives to help them, to guide them through and bring them over. But the good thing is that we got them. They will get engaged, and then they will bring the elderlies over.
So
they don't naturally come over.
So
they
the
need someone to
grandmas and the
get
grandpas enjoy that too, and also the aunties and the uncles.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing is the parents. Sometimes the parents is, so who's the most busiest person on the day? You would naturally think of the couple themselves, but
Right.
it's actually the parents.
Yes.
The parents
Yes.
had a harder time knowing how to. I wouldn't say leave the guests behind. Yeah, it's very difficult. So normally you have a lot of time to serve the guests, but at the wedding you need somewhere to serve your guests.
Right.
For you.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, the parents have an easier time because the guests can then be entertained by the perfume bar, and they don't have to do so much hard work, trying to get them entertained.
Hard work for them.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Yuko, so what happens if the guests are sensitive to scents?
If the guests are sensitive to scents, they also choose the scent for the friend or the lover, then bring back home to them.
Right. Okay. It just means that they can't sniff it, but they can arrange something unique for their loved ones.
Yeah. They can also bring back as a gift to their friend or their lover or their family member.
Okay. How long is the consult process, and what do couples expect when they come to you?
So at the consult, we will first listen to the couple's love story and their vision for the wedding. After confirming the booking, they will be contacted within 7 days to arrange for a workshop. In the workshop, we will present different scents the couples can test to confirm which is the one that best reflective of their love story. After which, this will be the base scent that will be used on the wedding date, that the guests, when they come over, they can combine with their unique touch scent that they can make a perfume bring back home as a wedding favorite gift.
Thank you for both your input, Yuko and Jonathan. It's been fun today talking about perfume blends. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
To connect with Weddingserv vendors, go to weddingserv.com and look for a specific vendor that you wish to chat with. Click on the chat icon of the vendor and log in with your Weddingserv registered email or register online. Confirm your brief requirements and schedule an appointment for detailed discussion.